The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet.
Hey YouTube fam, it's Dupree aka Darth Hater here with some new news about Star Wars Acolyte. So I was actually making another video today and just like popped up on my feed, and it's from IndieWire, and it says why Star Wars series The Acolyte hired writer who's never seen any Star Wars movie. Showrunner Leslie Headland made it a priority to mix the writer's room with Star Wars know-it-alls and franchise newbies. Leslie Headland is known for directing raunchy comedies, Bachelorette, and Sleeping with Other People, and for co-writing or co-creating Netflix Russian Dolls, which makes her an unconventional on-paper choice to serve as a showrunner of a Star Wars television series. Headland is behind Star Wars The Acolyte, which Disney confirmed last December as part of its Star Wars streaming expansion. Not much is known about the series other than it's being set during the final days of the High Republic, in an era which predates George Lucas's original Star Wars. With the setting not to be beholden to the Skywalker saga, Headland could take more risk with her writer's room. Mostly what I looked for were people that felt could execute a great script. Number one, Headland recently told AV Club about finding writers for her Star Wars series, and then in the job interview, just really talking to people who had different life experiences than I did and had different connections to Star Wars than I did. Headland did not want a Star Wars writers room full of die-hard Star Wars fans. It was important to mix the writers with different connections to the franchise, as she explained. There were people like myself that were like later in life Dave Filoni acolytes. I literally had one writer that was like, I have never seen any of them. I've never seen any Star Wars media, and she's texting me before we started the room. She's like, Luke and Leia are brother and sister, right? Laughs. For Headland writers unfamiliar with Star Wars were only a plus. It was so great because I would really love to know from someone who was not fully immersed in this fandom. What do you think about the pitch we just made? She said. So while she did do her diligence and did a lot of background work and research at the same time, she was somebody that we could kind of talk to and say, okay, so if we take all kinds of signifiers out and this is Star Wars version of X, what does that mean to you? She would be able to give some feedback. Well, I'm kind of wondering what's going on with this character, and in the scene I'm wondering why so and so isn't saying this. Headland continued, so that was what I really wanted, an active conversation between my writers and myself, and not so much a room full of people that would kind of just automatically agree with what I say. The Acolyte will premiere on Disney Plus, but there's no official release date. I'm gonna be fair on this. I see what they're saying with this. I see what they're getting at. I understand why she wants fresh faces, fresh takes in the writer's room. But I'm hoping, because this article didn't really detail too much about what that writer's room is really looking like. I hope they have a good mix of super hardcore diehard Star Wars fans who know Star Wars, like really know Star Wars, and then I guess a decent number of people with no knowledge, fresh takes. It's just the way they worded this. It just doesn't sound very it doesn't sound very comforting. with Star Wars, it's not just some franchise. It's not just some random franchise that anyone can just jump into and make it work. It's not like that. Star Wars doesn't work like that. And especially George's Star Wars didn't work like that. And that's why I feel like this could go either or. And Acolyte is a series I was been really hyped for. A little worried about this now. In a sense, I do want fresh blood in the writer's room, just get fresh takes, just different, a different type of Star Wars that we haven't seen before, but still with the familiarity of what we know and love, and the lore that we expect, and the nostalgia aspects, and the characters and aliens and creatures. Oh my! But then again, this makes sense, as in it could also be a hindrance with diehard fans in the room, seeing as that everybody's just going to say yes and yes to the same thing. But I don't know. They're taking a kind of like a really big shot with this. I remember years ago there was the story group that was created. Pablo Hidalgo, Carrie Hart, Dave Filoni, a few others were in it, and they were basically the council of people who made the stories and made sure A fit with B and fit with C and connected with D and E and F and G and all that. Which I feel like it has been slipping a little bit, especially with the books. The books, for the most part, are the lowest level of the media. First it goes movies, then TV shows, live action animated, books and comic books. But I feel like people kind of take the comic books for more weight than the books. I don't know. I've heard that they've kind of decanonized the Ahsoka book because of what they want to do with Ahsoka, but who knows. For this, it's just a little weird. Like, I feel like you could do this with Marvel, because not everybody has read every single Marvel comic book. Not everybody knows all those arcs with all those characters over 60, 70 plus years of different stories, reimaginings of the same character. You can't do that with Star Wars. Star Wars has a set linear story timeline that you can't really deviate from. I mean, you can, but you can't change a character's whole aspect, a whole, anything. As far as this, it's set right after High Republic. Most likely will not have anything to do with the characters we know. People are saying it's 200 years before the Phantom Menace. It's not. It's 200 years after High Republic. It's 50 years before the Phantom Menace. So we could potentially get Yoda. Obviously we could get Yoda. We could get Qui-Gon. We could get Count Dooku. We could, get some Jedi we know, or some characters we know in this, which I feel like we will. We could get Palpatine. We could get Plagueis. So with big characters like that, and characters that important, you would think that there would be some more of a, hey, okay, we're gonna be using fresh blood in the room, in the writer's room, but we also have a lot of people in here who know what they're doing, who know these characters inside and out, and they're gonna have them fit and make it make sense, so that there isn't any instances of like, why would this character be doing this? Why would this character be doing that? All this is so out of character. It kind of doesn't sit well with me just for right now. I'm still trying to wrap my head around how this is gonna work. But then again, like I said, I'm open for new ideas, new takes, fresh blood. I almost feel like with these people who have never seen Star Wars, like maybe like sit them down, like have them do a crash course of watching Star Wars, and then start writing on the show, and maybe let them like kind of divulge into, the shows and the comics and the books and all that, just to get their feet wet, just to have some kind of, knowledge, because honestly, a writer who says like Luke and Leia are brother and sister, right? You know, it's a little scary in a writer's room for a Star Wars movie or a show. But then again, they could just be joking. This could just be this, you know, an interview blowing out of proportion, or you know, this person just, you know, joking. But it is what it is. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, guys, my thoughts on this. I'm trying to stay positive about this. I don't want to be that fan that's just hating on everything. I try and see the good and the bad, you know, both sides and everything when it comes to situations like this. At the end of the day, they have Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau in there, and Dave is, you know, doing his thing to make sure things connect. So I would hope that he's involved in some way, which I'm pretty sure he will be, and this fits all cohesively, and we get something that's different yet unexpected, but still Star Wars. At the end of the day, at its core, still Star Wars. Anyway, guys, this has been my thoughts on this. Let me know what you think down below. How do you feel about this new writers and the writers, especially people who haven't seen Star Wars before? Do you think like these trays are just like taking it, like blowing it out of proportion? Do you think it's like a lot of truth in this? Like, let me know down below. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you didn't like this video, hit that like button. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And if you could be so kind as to hit that bell to get notifications for my latest videos, that would be great. Thank you guys for watching us, and take care. See you in the next one. May the force be with you. Bye.